Seems to be taking longer to start the event.
There we go. There we go.
There it goes. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mitch. How are you?
Good, good.
Okay.
You gotta stop that.
I know. I've picked up this cough. It's not this COVID thing that's going around. I just picked up this cough, and just before I walked into the room today, I started with hiccups as well. So it could be an interesting call. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got people coming in the room. Let's have a look. Cool. If you could all do me a favor, you'll see in the chat thing at the bottom, you can type away. Could you just type the letter Y or the word yes, just to signify you can hear us and you can see us? So if you could do that before we kick off, that would be awesome. By the way, my name's Mark Davis, and this geezer here is Mitch Unger.
Hi. Yuri says yes. Rachel says
hey.
yes. Hi.
Whoa,
Bing, bing, bing. That now they're coming in.
Cool.
Hello.
How are you all doing? Let us know, by the way, where you are in the world. Let us know which country you're in or state, if you're in the US or whatever. So let us know. That'd be interesting to know where people.
And Mark's internet connection is being flaky. Rob asks, will this be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded, and it will be sent to you, I believe, by the UpViral team. For those of you who don't know, Mark and I do a show called The Co-Pilot Show, and last Tuesday, today's Thursday, on Tuesday, he lost his connection during that show as well. So I'm pretty entertained by him getting on Austria, Latvia, Lancaster, UK, England. Great to see you. Cape Town, South Africa. And boom, there he goes. Mark has left the room. So that's par for the course. I'm really thrilled you're here. And here comes Mark again.
Cool. There you go.
There you go. So I was just about. We got a lot of people from all over the world. It's.
Go on, read them out, because the chat's disappeared for me now.
The Philippines, Austria, Latvia, Lancaster, UK, England. Not a single person that I've seen yet from the United States. So
well, there you go.
I'm going to have to just leave since nobody's here from the US.
Got someone, Rob from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto.
Here we go. Well, guys, let's hit the road running. Let's get this show on the road. Mitch, I'm going to hand over to you now. If you want to bring up your super screen.
In the middle of doing that. Share. I got to click the share button.
Okay. Go for it.
Our purpose for today is to kind of give you a jump start if we can possibly make that happen. Now, just so you know, this is the first time we've done this. But the goal that Mark and I have is to help people build their email list. That's our number one goal. And what we want to be able to do is to give you a little bit of a kickstart after your first month or during your first month, however you are in your process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through several things. We're going to talk about why we're here, whether or not you're stuck, and if you're stuck.
Yeah, why am I here? Okay.
Well, you're here because you're an awesome guy.
If you can give me the answer to life, the universe, and why I'm here, I'm staying.
Why are we here in this show?
I know.
We're going to talk briefly about who we are, Mark and I, and the top reasons people are struggling and how we can help you overcome that. And of course, there will be Q&A. And if you guys have a lot of questions, that would be awesome. I can jump into UpViral and show you how to fix certain things. So Q&A is primarily why we're here, but we want to give you a little bit of a level set at the beginning in case we can just kind of go through some of the basics to get you unstuck if you're stuck in the basics.
By the way, while we roll through these slides, if you've got any questions, just type them in there and we'll loop back to them later on, okay?
Yes, thank you.
No worries.
UpViral has a whole bunch of different resources to help you on your way. And if you haven't been exposed to those yet, we also want to do that. There is training inside the program. There is a great help system, which even I use, even though I've used UpViral for forever. We have the weekly Copilot show, which is every Tuesday that Mark and I host. There is a blog on the UpViral website, and there's also case studies, which you can access from inside of UpViral. And if I jump over quickly to UpViral,
let me just move us out of the way. Hang on 1 second. There we go.
Mark, you and I are always in the way, aren't we?
Always in the way of stuff.
If you go to the Learning Center, and you should be able to see my cursor, that's up at the top of UpViral when you start out, there is the Learning Center. Inside the Learning Center is the Quick Start training. There's a link to the Copilot show, which I certainly love.
You have to be on it.
You want to be on it too? Okay.
I'm on, yeah.
There are the case studies. Now, when you come in here, you might find some different surprises depending upon what you grabbed when you purchased UpViral. So you might have a whole bunch of different things in here besides these three.
The main thing, though, case studies, guys.
So if I click on I'm sorry.
Many people new to UpViral just miss the case. There is so much inside.
Isn't the internet fun? From my side, Mark is now frozen, and I hope you guys can still see me. But there's two case studies that I wanted to highlight. Actually, three. The first one is the Bunky Life case study. And if you select that and click here, it will take you to the case study, and you actually have to click on Show More. But then you can go through the Bunky Life case study, and this is freaking awesome. David was able to run his second campaign, which is what this case study is on, and he brought in 34,000 leads last year, and this year he brought in 103,000 leads with very similar tactics. So this is a fabulous case study. I don't know actually how to get back. I haven't done this. If I just go, like that. The other one I wanted to highlight was the Gabe Schillinger case study. And Gabe has run 4 campaigns now, and there is all kinds of gold to be learned inside this particular case study because he got over 40,000 leads and $200,000 in sales with his campaign. Now, the last thing I want you to note is there is a case study on this guy by the name of Mitch Onger, and that's me. This was just added recently. And so I'm really excited to be included in the case studies. And you can see that I have gained over 257,000 leads inside of UpViral. And I've done even more with clients and students and all kinds of things because I've built campaigns inside the client's UpViral. So I don't even have access to that number. But don't forget that you can see all of that stuff in the case studies, and you go to the Learning Center to get there. Oh, look, Mark's back. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mitch.
It's just going to be one of those days.
I did not lose my connection then. I just checked everything. I don't know what it is. But anyway.
It's all right. I'm going on without you.
Cool.
And lastly, in terms of resources, please, please, please do not forget the Facebook group. Now, what I'm going to do at the end of this is I'm going to give you all of the links to go find all of these things. So hang on until you get to the end and we'll give you the links because I know that question's going to come up. All right. Are you here for a while now, Mark? Are you going to stick around? So in case you don't know, Mark is the COO of UpViral, and he has fascinating, extensive background in marketing. He's run agencies. He's done all kinds of big projects for big companies. If you come watch some of the or some of the Copilot show, you'll be fascinated. There's an entire one on agencies, by the way, that we've done so far. As I mentioned, or Mark mentioned, I've been running campaigns for 10 years now. My very first one was a real disaster, but we won't talk about that today. And as I just mentioned in the case studies, I have gained over 250,000 leads. And so I think I've got a bit of experience that I can help you guys get some answers.
A little bit.
Now, these are the struggles that I see in the UpViral group and when I'm working with people. These are the very common things, and we're going to cover some of those today. But things like, I'm kind of confused in how all these pieces fit together. Incredibly common question because people don't quite know all of those things. We're going to cover that. What is the best prize? Now, I said if I'm doing a contest, but one of the things I also want you to recognize, and we're going to come through that in a few minutes, is that you can use UpViral for more things than just a contest or a giveaway. How do I get started is one very common question. And we've got some things going on at UpViral that are going to help that happen. And those are going to be coming not only now, but in the very near future. So look forward to really cool stuff coming from UpViral.
I just want to ask a question because
Sure.
I'm getting a lot of people saying they're having problems with sound, things freezing on their end.
Uh-oh.
Can you all give me a yes or a why if everything's cool for you? I've just seen one or two people say there's a problem.
Yeah. I'm perfectly fine. I don't know about you, Mark. It seems to be working here. We're both clearing ourselves.
Okay.
Right.
We're getting some. Yeah, that's okay. There's a bit of a delay, but that's cool. Okay, carry on, Mitch.
Common question is also this one. What if I mess up? The key that I hope that you take away from this is that it's okay to make mistakes when you're starting out. It is absolutely okay to make some mistakes. Don't make the assumption that you got to get everything perfect before you launch something. And then
I think everyone who has been successful, semi-successful, or reasonably successful at viral, the first campaign can be a book because if you've not got some skills, but we show you how to do those long-term in the co-pilot show. But there are ways in which you can be, like this is all about a kickstart. So don't worry. We are here to get you going today.
Yes, we are. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the process flow. We're going to talk about the words, the lingo, and the why. And then we're going to get into your questions. So the why is a place I almost always start because I want to give a level set for your desires, goals, and expectations for your outcomes. And what most people tend to get really wrapped up is some of the shiny object syndrome out there on the planet where I got to be on Facebook. I got to be this here. What? Yes, Mark.
I'll tell you what, Mitch, let's ask people, can you all just type, let us know what is it you want out of UpViral from your experience? You've just joined us. What is your, while we're talking through here, can some of you just type in, what are your expectations? What is your goal that you want to get from UpViral? It'd be really interesting to know that. So, Mitch, carry on while people were typing. Money. Nice one, Mike. Money.
Thanks, Mike. Well, and the key there is, like you said, I mean, this is the first time we've done this. So we want interaction. We want to be able to help you guys figure out how we can help you going down the road. But again, going back to the why aspect here is that, and I will preach this till I'm blue in the face, that your email list is your number one asset. It can't be taken away from you, like Facebook has taken accounts away from multi-million-dollar people because they've done something wrong, according to Facebook. Your email list converts better than social media does, and I got all kinds of stats to back that up, but we don't need to go down there. Just trust me. In the marketing industry, and when I share this with some people, they haven't heard this before, even though they've been running a business for a while. But the marketing industry says that your email list should be worth, on average, $1 per lead per month. And to put that in numbers, if you have a 10,000 person list, that equates to, using that formula, $120,000 in revenue per year.
Minimum,
Yes.
minimum, in my opinion.
Yes.
And there is no doubt about it, getting 10,000 leads qualified using UpViral is not a problem.
And I'm glad you threw that in there, because we are talking about qualified leads. We don't just want 10,000 leads of people that don't care about what we're doing. We want people that are very interested in our product or service that we're offering.
Yeah, we want to, let's face it, the truth is we want to make sales. We want to make Wonga. That's what we're all after doing. And we can't show you all how to exactly do that right now in today's call, but the co-pilot show that we do on a weekly basis, every single week we are giving solutions to that. So if you've not joined, you need to be on it, because we get pretty deep into some sort of like marketing strategies, psychologies, case studies that have worked, campaigns that have worked. So cool. Look at all that stuff.
And yes, I did take a screen grab of what you guys are saying, because like I said, we want to craft a better show for the next time we do this. And we want to be able to serve all of y'all. So common words. And I bring this up because I want to make sure that when we're talking about these things, we're talking about them in commonality. And I have learned along the way that people use these words differently to mean different things. And so I just want to do a quick level set, especially because the United States is very different than the rest of the world. And I know that's a shock, right? In the United States, there are specific definitions for contest and giveaway. And those definitions are probably very different than the rest of the world. So just want to be careful. Contest in US definition, legal words, is something that is judged by somebody, right? Like a photography contest. In Europe and the rest of the world, a contest is a random draw or a most points. Somebody's going to get a prize, like, hey, win a new car. That's called a giveaway in the United States, but in Europe and the rest of the world, that's a contest. So we use those words kind of interchangeably, and most likely what we're talking about is a situation where you're doing a random draw, kind of a certain small number of people get a thing. Now, another way that online entrepreneurs often use the word giveaway is a substitute for a word lead magnet. Some people say, well, I want to give everyone something like an ebook or, a small training. That could sometimes be called a giveaway. That's often called a lead magnet. So we also use those. The key to all of those words is that UpViral can help you in every case. You can't do lead magnet campaigns without doing necessarily a giveaway or a big prize offer. Now, the other thing that I wanted to highlight is that what we're primarily talking about, although, as Mark said, we all want the sales, UpViral's primary goal is list building. We're going to phase that in and to talk about sales as well, but let's focus on building your list with highly targeted people that are interested in what you have to offer.
You have to build an audience if you want to sell something.
Correct. And you have to get their email, right? You have to get their information before you can sell them something. So often we're stuck in the mode of, well, if I could just get traffic to my website. If you got them on your list, they're worth a lot more than just traffic. And as I've mentioned, UpViral has a whole lot of different uses, like a lead magnet, like a contest. You can also do a reward program. Mark did an entire show on the co-pilot show about doing rewards. You can do a wait list. If you go into the case studies that we talked about before, the very first case study about Wilco is about building a wait list. And that's how he ended up creating UpViral in the first place, was to do a viral wait list kind of idea. There's a very famous Jeff Walker guy, if some of you have heard him, that does the product launch formula. Well, you can add some really cool features to a product launch in a Jeff Walker style by enhancing it with UpViral, because what you're going to do is get people to refer other people, and you're going to grow your network by doing your product launch with UpViral instead of the boring old traditional way.
And don't forget, we've got case studies on all these.
Right. Gee, Mark, could we say case study one more time?
Yep. Case study. People do not go. We statistically can see that people are not watching case studies. Go and watch them, guys. They will give you so much ideas.
Alejandra asks a great question. And when I'm talking about leads, what we're talking about is somebody that gives you their email address. She said, what does it mean, leads in social media? If you get people to like your Facebook page, for example, you may be able to interact with them, but Facebook has this algorithm that doesn't show your stuff to the vast majority of people that like your page. If you have them as a lead on your list, you can interact with them via email. So that's what we're talking about, is an email lead. All right, does that make sense? Kevin asked, is the Copilot show archived? Yes, it's in the Facebook group. And you saw a link, by the way, I'm sorry, if I go back to UpViral, if I go back to the Learning Center.
While you're doing that, you'll see it in the Facebook group, you'll see it in the dashboard, like Mitch is showing you, and also on our YouTube channel as well, guys.
So yes, all of those places. I keep forgetting the YouTube channel because I don't typically go there. All right. Now, and you can do a webinar sign up, and there are a whole bunch of other potential uses for UpViral, and I continue to grow this list. By the way, I did an entire show in the Copilot session identifying how you could do each and every one of these in a really quick, brief way. Kevin says, I'm sorry, Megan, where would I find a case study on the webinar sign up? Don't know, Mark, if there's one, specifically one in there, but Megan, stick around, we'll get to it. we have such a long list to cover in the Copilot show of things that we want to cover, and I definitely want to do that because most people don't understand how great it is to be able to do a webinar and to incentivize people to bring in other people that they know for you, as opposed to paying for them as Facebook ads. Okay, all kinds of ways you can use UpViral. And Mark is gone again. That's okay, we don't need him. Shh. He might hear me, I don't know. I'm kidding. Mark and I have a good time. Now, what I want to do is to quickly go through the basics of an UpViral funnel. And as I mentioned on this page, it's a simple 2-page flow. It's not really hard once you understand this process. And I continue to be, hi, Mark, welcome back.
Hello.
I continue to be kind of surprised because people don't understand this, which is why I really want to go through this to give all of you a level set in expectations. On the left-hand side here, we talk about traffic. That could be your existing email list. It could be social media. It could be other traffic coming in, all kinds of places you can get traffic. But the first thing that people are going to see, whether it's on your site or whether it's on UpViral, is going to be a lead opt-in page. This is where you're simply going to give them the form that gives name and email, for example, and a button that says sign up. Again, this could be a lead magnet. This could be a contest. This could be a reward program, all kinds of different things. And you simply identify in the body text of your lead page what the offer is. If they click the button, and I did click to enter to win, so it could be just get a lead magnet or whatever function you're doing, enter the webinar. They're given the second page of the funnel, which is called the share page. On this page are going to be some buttons for showing on social media and stuff like that. When people register, and I'm trying to get through this fairly quickly, I could spend an hour talking about this because I love this process. When they click that button, they are added to UpViral as contacts. So you are gathering the lead, And UpViral can send emails to them that says, hey, you're registered. Thanks for being here, et cetera, et cetera. So there's some transactional emails that happen from UpViral. Now, when they see the share page, as I said, there are social sharing buttons on this page. When they click some of those, then they're going to post your message of joy, excitement, all kinds of stuff on social media. This is a unique link assigned to the person who registered. So if Betty comes into the lead page, she clicks on the button and puts in her name and email. She becomes a lead in UpViral. And now she's given a very specific link that identifies Betty. When Betty clicks on those social media buttons, the link that she shares automatically has a reference back to her. Wilco calls this the viral loop. So what she's doing is publishing all of this information out there on your behalf, saying, hey, look at this cool thing over here. If people click on those links, then they come into the lead page. And they come in as what we call referred traffic. So there's direct traffic that comes into the front, and there's a referred traffic that comes through the social sharing from UpViral. Now, if you guys are getting lost, if I've lost anybody, let me know. Ask questions. The other bonus of UpViral is that on the sharing page, you can create what we call custom actions. And you can send people to any web page on the planet. You could say, go over to Instagram and reshare this post. You could say, come to my store and look at this product XYZ. You could send them to your blog. You could send them to Facebook pages. You can send them anywhere that you can think of that has a URL. And you can give them points for doing that, right? So the joy here, those points are used in a variety of ways. If you're doing a contest, then those are extra chances to win the prize in the viral, in the random draw process, right? Now, one thing I want to specifically highlight is that another bonus of UpViral is that you can give what's called incentives. Now, if you guys are familiar with UpViral before, they used to be called rewards. They're now called incentives. And if somebody is going through this process, like Betty shared on Facebook and Twitter and all the different places, she's earning points. And if she earns enough points, then you could give her an incentive for as a thank you for doing the work that you asked her to do on the sharing page. Now, that could also be an entire, oh, Mark's gone again. This could also be an entire show, which we're going to talk about different kinds of incentives. But this could be a coupon. It could be a discount for your shop. It could be a simple certificate that says, congratulations, you're one of my top people. It could be some kind of a reward for signing other people, because in this process, you can earn points. Your entrance can earn points for referring other people, which is the absolute gold of UpViral. That's where the gold is because they are building your email list for you when you can get people doing these actions, whether they're social sharing, and I can say that really easily, or custom actions, or bringing in leads for you. We want to give them a lot of points for those kind of activities. And when they earn the right amount of points, UpViral sends them an email, and then they get the incentive. The gold here, now I've got Mark's cough, pardon me. The goal here, the gold, is to make these, if you can, be digital products as opposed to physical products. You don't maybe want to send somebody, I don't know, a spool of thread. I've had one student that sent out spools of thread if they earned enough points. Make it digital so it doesn't cost you anything or just a little bit. Coupons are awesome rewards. I'm sorry, incentives. And lastly, there's all kinds of things that I've taken off of this last diagram. And again, I apologize because I've switched tools, and when I created these tools, there's some extra things. But there's a lead page and the sharing page and the UpViral emails. But in this particular case, I wanted to show this to you because this is showing the UpViral collecting of leads. But you can also ask UpViral to send those over to your autoresponder. And so this is one of the common questions about, well, do I need UpViral? Can UpViral be my entire autoresponder, or can I send leads over to mine, like I use ActiveCampaign or Drip or some other autoresponder tool? And the answer is yes, you can send those people over to your autoresponder. And typically what we do is we take those leads from that autoresponder, we start sending them emails. UpViral does not send emails after the campaign is over, but you can use your autoresponder to send people to your sales page, for example. And this is where the cash start rolling in, right? This is the joy of using UpViral, is to get people into your autoresponder sequence. And therefore you nurture them, you give them value, and then you ask them to buy something, or your service or your product or whatever. And that's where the revenue comes in. So, and when I mentioned earlier about this is a lead generation process, we're gathering leads, putting them in our autoresponder, and then from our autoresponder, after the campaign is over, we are generating sales. We are focusing on targeted leads. We want to create an offer here on the lead page that brings in only the people we're after. We're not going to give away an iPad if we're a procrastination coach. That's not the right product. So the offer is the key to the entire process. Y'all still with me? I haven't seen any comments lately, so I'm assuming you're there. And Mark's gone. So I'm hoping I'm still being heard. Maybe I'm gone. Maybe Mark's the one that's still here. Somebody type in a message and let me know if you guys, all right, good, thank you. Yemi says yes. Whew. One of the other big questions is, what prize do I offer? Now, I say prize as in thinking that we're talking about contests. Thank you, Terry and Equi, and Glenn, and Yuri, thank you. Alejandra, assimilating. What are we, the Borg? That's a science fiction joke. Jeffrey, I'm going to mark your question as a question. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. I'd like to quickly finish these slides. I've only got a couple left, and then we will dive into questions. All right, so I've just marked that as a question. But the key, as we've mentioned multiple times, even though Mark isn't here, is to focus on your target market. What we are after here is highly qualified leads, not massive numbers. I mentioned 10,000 before. Hi, Monica. Thank you for that. I mentioned 10,000 before, but look, I have had people be very successful with 100, 200, 300 leads. Oh, look, he's back. Hi, Mark.
If I disappear again, because I've just been onto my ISP, and they inform me while I'm holding that they will get to me. I'm really important. But it's not good when you hear the message says, we are getting an extraordinary level of calls right now. And you're like, oh, great.
Yeah. Okay. That's an excuse for, hey, we've only got one support person, is what that is.
No, what that means is that there's something, it could be something like leaves on the track, something.
Yes.
Something wrong somewhere. Anyway.
So the key here is to target your offer. And Mark and I talk about this a lot on the Copilot show. You do not want to be offering an iPhone to people that you're trying to get to be a coach. All right. Define your avatar. I know this is something that people don't like to do. I've been there. I confess, I struggle with this. But when you know who your perfect person is, the perfect client for whatever it is you're offering, whether it's a product or a service, not only do you understand potentially what marketing words to use, but you also understand what is going to really float their boat, because the offer has to get them excited. If you post something to them that is not going to get them excited, they're not going to enter your offer. You're not going to enter your lead page. They're not going to jump up and down saying, I got to have that. And they're certainly not going to share, because that's what we want them to do. We want them sharing our campaign. The tip here that I have for you is to make a massive list of things you could offer. The clients that I've worked with, the students that have spent the time to write out a list, and I advise you to take an hour, set aside an hour, and think about every possible thing, whether it's your product, your service, somebody else's product. Find out what things you could offer, because not only could it be a contest where you're going to give a prize, but you could be looking for lists of incentives. I showed you about the incentives offers.
And don't forget, don't always need a prize to run a successful campaign. The rewards campaign doesn't need, if you're setting a reward campaign up, you don't even need a prize. And what do I mean by a reward campaign? Where you'd actually say to someone, hey, great way of building an audience and get a big impact from day one without a prize is you just simply use some custom actions and say, follow me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram. And when they follow you, you give points, and those points could be 10% discount, or it could be $10 off or something like that. We've got a recording of one of those on the Copilot show. So you don't always necessarily need a price. So if some of you sat there thinking, I haven't got a price, don't let it bum you out.
Correct.
You could have a reward program up and running today, in fact.
You could offer an affiliate product that's something that you don't own, but your people would be really excited about. It doesn't have to be something that you've created. There's all kinds of different ideas of things that you can offer, but you've got to spend the time, because when you start making this list, the light bulb starts going off. Like Mark just said, look, I could do this. Well, I could do a discount, but what if I gave them a piece of a product? I don't know. There's all kinds of, give them a training class, right? You could partner with other people that are running campaigns or wanting to build their list that are in the same niche as what you're doing. List all those things. Make the time to create that list. Now, one of the great things, and I mentioned the viral challenge earlier, there's a viral challenge that is starting next week. The very first week of that challenge does all of these activities, and it helps you walk through building your avatar, creating a list of all these things. So if you're interested, grab that, and I'll give you the link at the end. Now, what Mark just mentioned was that there are lots of different ways you can build a campaign. You don't have to do a contest right off the bat. What I advise you to do is to start very simply. Start with a small campaign. Doesn't have to be a big campaign. You don't have to do a giveaway for a $10,000 prize on your first campaign. In fact, I advise you not to do that. By doing a small campaign, whether it's just even a lead magnet, you get through the process. You understand how all the pieces fit together. You get the bits to go. I tell people recently, you guys know T-ball, right? Do you know T-ball, Mark? The little T-ball. So to teach kids how to play baseball, I know it's an American sport, right? You put the ball on a stick that's just high enough for them. You don't have somebody pitch to the kids. You put the ball on a stick and you give them a bat and you say, hit it. They're not trying to hit the home run on day one in T-ball. They're starting with the simple, basic things. Then the key here is right here. Step 3, repeat it. You did the first part, repeat it, and maybe you want to add a bunch of custom actions, or maybe you want to add a bigger prize. Repeat the process. Don't do it once and say, oh, well, I didn't get 5,000 leads like I was hoping. Don't worry about the number of leads. Focus on the quality of the leads, put the right offer in front of them, and repeat it. I can't tell you how many times people will do this once and then walk away because maybe it didn't work the way they wanted. You're certainly not going to do that in T-ball. You're certainly not going to do it as a baby. You don't give up after you fall down the first time.
I think we need to up the pace a bit, Mitch.
All right, well, this is the next step, Mark, is Q&A.
Cool.
So ask questions in the UpViral group. Go back, watch the old co-pilot shows, and join us on the Viral Hacking Challenge. There you go.
Cool.
We're into Q&A.
I want everyone to start typing in their questions, because obviously I've seen a clean slate here because I got kicked out and I came back in. But I actually just want to ask a question. Do some of you, I've referred to a reward campaign and Mitch has mentioned it a couple of times. Do you want me to show you that reward campaign? Because in fact, it probably would be better, Mitch, if I just sent you this link. I'm going to send it you on our Slack channel, and you can share your screen there. You can take everyone through it.
I'm going to unshare my screen so that I can open Slack, because I don't want everybody seeing all of my secrets. I have secrets. There are a couple of quick questions. Can I share the email list with a client? Rachel asks. The answer is absolutely, if that's what you want to do. If you're working with a client, you can share the list. There was a question earlier from Jeffrey. Where are you sending it, Mark? Where's
I've sent it to you in Slack, dude. Slack.
There it is. I see it. I'm sorry.
Can we share this first and then get into the questions?
Okay.
Because I think this would be valuable for people.
All right. So I'm going to go back and share.
Okay. Now I've put this together, guys. I'm just going to show you, and then I'll try and show you the back end of it, of how it's wired up. But in fact, the best thing to do is go into the learning channel and look for the replay. I don't think it was last week, the week before. That's the one it was. Mitch, if you get the date and fire it in, you can see how I actually put all this together, and you can see it step by step. It's really easy. And you can see here that what I'm using here is I'm using the widget of, because in UpViral, you can have it both, you will host the pages, or you can create a widget and put it on your own site. In this case, I'm putting this on a page that is hosted by, in this case, I think it's ClickFunnels, okay?
Yes.
But it could be lead pages, it could be WordPress. And you can see here that this looks, trying to make the environment of a normal page, although this is going to just be 2 pages, okay? So in this case, it says, welcome to our rewards program. Earn points that you can redeem for exclusive discounts every time you shop. It's so easy. Sign up now and get 100 points. So straight away, telling people 100 points, and I even say 100 points is 10%. So they can then click that and they can enter. Don't do it just yet, Mitch, but I also want you to scroll down, because I want to show you what I'm actually going to be doing here. I actually say to them ways you can earn points. Can you scroll down, Mitch?
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, I'm giving people 6 ways in which they can earn their points. They get 10 points, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. I also offer 100 extra points for a birthday bonus. And what I mean by that is, give me your date of birth. Why do I want the date of birth?
I don't know.
Well, I'm doing that so that on the date of birth, if I'm using an autoresponder like ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Drip, whatever it is, I can, UpViral will send that data over to that autoresponder for me. And then when it's on their birthday, I can send them an email, happy birthday, and give them, it's an excuse to get in front of someone.
Yep.
Also get 15 points for writing a review on my site. Maybe it's a blog post, and also 5 points if they create an account. So as you can see here, this is a reward program that any one of you can set. Whoa! Don't go back to
I'm
the
sorry.
top. Scroll back down. That any one of you can set up. But I've also put a viral part to it if people want to do it. Because here's the good thing about this: if you got traffic, and this is just people coming to your site, all they are going to do, and to think about it, if anyone does any of this and signs up for a reward program, because when I go to a website, I will always look for a reward program, and I go, oh, like Harry's Razors or whatever, the Dollar Shave Club. I will actually go into this, sign up for it before I actually buy. But what I've actually done is I've actually got a qualified person, because if they're looking for discounts, they have some sort of intent to buy. So it's a great way of filtering people. I've then put a viral referral in it. Give 10%, get 10%. So that adds the viral effect into it as well. So click a button and sign up, Mitch.
Yes, sir.
And then you can see, oh, in this case, you've already signed up. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Bring it back so people can see it. Well,
let me 10 seconds. I'm going to just copy that. And
flush it through, doing incognito.
It's easy for you to say.
It is not.
New.
I hope we're helping you out here so you can.
I must have clicked on something fun. Show me how. Name.
Some people have got the caps lock.
It's all right.
Stuck on the computer.
So there it was, the sign up, and now.
Okay. So there you go. So when you sign up, you would come here. Okay. We're thrilled to see you. Here's ways to get more points. Just scroll down.
Here's the unique.
And what we can see there's the unique email link. Create an account, write a review, and people can just start harvesting. And the great thing about this is it's non-threatening. There is not a prize. I'm not asking them to share with their friends. So that can sometimes be a barrier. All I'm saying is join me, get some rewards. Great. Now that's a simple reward program that anyone can set up. And if you have a look in the Copilot Show library, you will find this. It was a couple of weeks ago, and you'll see exactly how we wired this together inside UpViral. So you could be doing this today. Back to you, Mitch. Did that help? If that was a real help, give me some yeses and some whys.
Natasha wants to know, do you guys offer design help? No. Not yet.
We offer design help, suggestions, but it depends whether Natasha means do we actually do the work for you or not. At the moment, no, we don't. But the Copilot Show and the Facebook group, again, that is a great place because Mitch hangs out there, so do other people who will show you how to work with the design. So you can share a design and people will say, oh, why don't you do this? This will work better if you do that. So you can get help quicker probably in there sometimes.
Right.
Abu, would you do me a favor, buddy? You keep typing questions in caps. It's a bit distracting. If you could just type normal. So let's go to some of the questions. Well, thanks for everyone giving us the yeses.
His question is interesting. I fall under a group of people who don't have a clue where to start. I don't even have a product to sell. I mentioned earlier that you don't have to have your own product. You could offer, and I'm going to use a horrible example, but you could offer an iPhone, right? You could offer something on Amazon. You don't have to. Question is common. Well, I don't want to buy something on Amazon, have it shipped to my house, and then I have to ship it to the winner. No, the joy of Amazon is, or other services, right? I'm not just plugging Amazon. Is that you could say, well, maybe you're into razors, right? You were talking about Harry's razors. Maybe you could just have Harry's ship the prize to Betty Lou when she wins.
Hey, dude, hang on one second. I've got a perfect example.
Okay.
Look at this, okay? I don't know whether you all know, I've gained a few pounds over the last few months.
So have I.
And I intend to lose them. So I am logging my weight loss. I bought myself one of these bullet things that came from Amazon. Not used it yet, but it looks pretty impressive. So what I could do after I've lost some weight, I could, I don't know, become really good at telling people how to lose weight. I could set up a website and I might run a competition through UpViral or a reward thing like this. Get these points or a reward and give one of these away.
Sure.
Which I just simply say to Amazon, I'm buying it, send it to Bill in Outer Mongolia.
Absolutely.
I don't know whether they ship to Outer Mongolia, but
they probably do. Amazon will do anything for money. There are all kinds of opportunities, and Abu and everyone. That's why I said earlier, sit down, write a list. Because Mark just came up with something as he's thinking about it. Just make a list. Start with a list. I'm going to say it 10 times till I'm blue in the face. But you got to think about different things that would attract your avatar. Somebody asked, I don't remember who.
Monica just asked a question. Question for a beginner. What are your paid courses you'd recommend to start with? The first thing I recommend that anyone starts with right now would be our viral challenge, which starts in next Monday.
Right.
In what does 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. It starts on Monday the 17th. The amount of feedback. This is, I think, is this our fourth? I can't remember. This is our fourth.
I've been involved in. Yes.
It's a 30-day challenge. And the people that go through there have just been absolutely blown away. This takes you through everything, right from the start, at the end. You will come out, because not only is it telling you how to do things, it's practical. Day 1, we do this. Day 2, do this. Day 3. And you can see people going through the challenge, leads, sales. So if you're asking me, Monica, in fact, any single one of you, you need to be on the viral challenge on Monday.
Absolutely.
And Mitch is going to fire you the link in a bit. Forget about everything else. Get on it.
And P.S. as a bonus, every Thursday during the during the viral challenge, there's a Q&A. And guess who is answering questions? Hint, hint, hint. It's me. And sometimes we go a little long on the Q&A. So, I mean, I will walk you through UpViral if you have questions about how to do something in there. So
a little long. Sometimes they can go 2 hours plus, but we get really deep. Okay. Do you have something specifically for running stores, WordPress and WooCommerce? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
The joy is actually, I mean, I've just done a campaign for a client in WordPress, and it's really easy. It's not really hard at all. The configuration could be a little challenging, but it's not too hard. If you're used to WordPress, you're used to things that might be a little confusing. So,
Yemi, the challenge goes through the process of configuration. It literally, imagine it like UpViral coming to you in a box. Okay, it gets shipped. Imagine it, and it's arrived. We literally, day 1, it's an opening the box, taking all the bits out. It not only shows you how to do it, it shows you how to set a campaign, every single step, plus the psychology that behind it. There's a load of marketing stuff that goes in it. Email training, absolutely everything is in it. It's probably one of the best viral challenge courses there is around. And I always say to absolutely anyone who joins in the first month, you need to be on a challenge because of that. Because it's an old saying, isn't it? Great potential, but UpViral has great potential, and you've got great potential. But potential minus commitment equals nothing. Getting yourself into a challenge gives you that accountability. Because it's broke down what to do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. There's videos. Everything's there.
Are there any prerequisites? I would
Nope.
say no.
Nope. You've got an UpViral account, so there is no
Yes, that word.
That word.
How do you offer rewards or products without spending a ton of money? Do you offer things that are already free? Go ahead, Mark.
Sorry. Well, actually, glad you brought that up, because if you have a look at some of the case studies, what you will find is that in most cases they'd spend, and also in the Facebook group, and you'll learn in the challenge how you can actually get a campaign up and running without spending a single dollar on any advertising. You don't need anything.
I give you guys a hint. When I talked about my 257,000 leads in my account way earlier, I don't do Facebook ads. The clients sometimes do Facebook ads, but the vast majority of my campaigns are not done with Facebook ads. So I don't spend money on traffic.
What about that super amazing campaign with the granola bars? And I looked at it and I went, that's not going to work.
There was
how many leads did that lady?
7,800.
How much? How much did she spend?
We spent about $300 in ads for
$300.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. 7,800 leads at $1 per lead per month. Think about that in your head when you're thinking about the number of leads.
How many leads? How many leads?
7,800.
7,800. Okay, 7,800
times 12 months.
Times 12 times 1. That's just under $9,500.
Say that again. I don't think
did you say $9,000? Oh, sorry.
78,100 times 12 is 93,600. Mark, not.
My bad. I forgot a zero.
A zero there, yeah.
So that's $93,600 a year. That list is now worth to that lady
for $300 in ad spend. Okay, sign me up.
I'll buy that for $1.
There you go.
There you go.
So, and yes, Megan, you all day long do free stuff, give free incentives, record a class. If you could do a 30-minute class and record it and say it's a $97 product, it's free. It costs you a little bit of time to record it.
Do you want to shoot everyone the link to the viral hacking challenge? Viral, can't call it hacking.
Yes, I know. I've run into that before.
The viral challenge and also to the Facebook group. So there you go, guys.
I posted those. There's the Copilot Show, the Facebook group, and the viral challenge link.
Register immediately after here for the Copilot Show, then go into the UpViral the Facebook group, and then go and check out the viral challenge, which starts on Monday. When it closes, we close the door, because obviously it's a 30-day program.
Right.
You get into it. Get it today.
There's actually content starting today, but the official.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there is content starting today. So do it today, guys. Do it today.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Alejandro asks, we okay with time?
We've got 2 minutes, but if you want to carry, let's ask everyone. Everyone, do you want us to stay here? Well, do you want Mitch to stay here a bit longer? Because I'll have to skedaddle. I've got another meeting starting pretty soon. Would you like us to carry on a few more minutes? Because I know Mitch loves telling you and talking about UpViral. Give us a yes if you would like to. You could always leave if you don't want to stay. But does any of you want more questions? Okay, people are saying yes.
All right.
See if there's some. Oh yeah, we've got a few people saying yeah. Here they come. Okay. Well,
all right,
Mitch, you've got permission.
Right.
You've got permission to go wild and crazy, dude.
All right, thank you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, because I've got another call that I've got slated, and I'll see you guys on the Copilot Show. The next one is next Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing your testimonials of when you join the challenge.
And I will
see you later, Mitch.
Mark.
See you now. Take care, guys.
Time.
Oh, hang on. Now, I'm not sure if I can just leave.
Yes,
I'm just going to close the whole thing down.
You have left multiple times today.
Yeah, no, but that was just me being kicked out. This is different. I'm not going to click the red button at the top. You'll have to do that yourself. I'm just going to shut my browser.
There you go.
Catch you later, Mitch. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, shoot. Jeffrey's asked a question, and now he said he has to get off. Sorry, Jeffrey. I will try to reply to you. I've got your email address. I'm going to take a screen grab just so I have that and the question. Because sometimes I don't always get the answer. And actually, what I'm going to do, you guys can't see my desktop, right? Right. All right. Jeffrey, let me do one more screen grab. If you have questions, go ahead and pop them in. Really appreciate you asking questions. And if you have any feedback, go ahead and let me know. I am always interested in feedback. All right, Sharif asks, do we have support for, pardon me, do we have support for languages other than English? Can my emails or landing page be in Arabic? The way UpViral is set up is that it's an all or nothing thing. It is not on a campaign basis. So if you go into the settings in UpViral, you can specify a different language. But that's for all your campaigns. I know people have asked to be able to do specific campaigns like in Arabic and another one in English. Unfortunately, unless you do a timing, right? If you do the campaign in English today and it ends at the end of the month, and then you do the Arabic one next month, you could swing that. But you can't do two campaigns simultaneously in different languages in UpViral today. Yemi says, I love that this is not on Facebook. Yay! I like that too. Natasha says, but why not? I'm sorry. I don't know what that's in reference to. Oh, Natasha asked earlier, is it okay with ads? Is Facebook okay with ads for sweepstakes? There's two issues with this, and we covered this actually on Tuesday's Copilot show. Do you remember when I was showing you the diagram of the share page, of the lead page, and then the share page, and then the social sharing? That social sharing has your message in it, right? It has an image and it has a little bit of text that you're going to share. People are going to share on their Facebook. Those are not Facebook ads. Those are not Facebook ads. They are not subject to Facebook ad guidelines. If you are going to run a Facebook ad, then yes, you are subject to Facebook ad guidelines. I am not a Facebook ads guy. I don't know what the rules are for Facebook ads. As I said, I don't typically do Facebook ads for my campaigns. The client might, but I don't. So I don't, so Facebook ads are for getting direct traffic in the front end. The social sharing to bring in the viral loop, totally outside of Facebook ads requirements. Hopefully that makes sense, Natasha. I was going to answer Jeffrey's question anyway, even if he left. So Jeffrey's question is, I have a funnel for a paid challenge that uses a landing page with an opt-in. It goes to an order form to collect payment and then a thank you page. Can I set this up using UpViral? And I'm shortcutting the question. I want the referral links to send the process to the landing page. Yes, I would be the best option. Are there examples? I'm attempting to use this on a campaign that is launching today. Oh, Jeffrey, I wish you would have asked this a week ago in the Copilot show or some other time. Getting this set up could be a little complicated. Again, UpViral set up for a two-page process, the landing page and the sharing page. When people share that link, it is going to send people to the landing page. So that part of it is correct. in I am working on creating a process that I will be offering to people that will help them create a challenge. That is, process is not available today because I haven't worked out all the stuff and done all the documentation and done all that kind of stuff. I think UpViral is going to be a fantastic way to do a paid challenge, and that will include the ability to have a shopping cart in the middle. But there are some tweaks that you have to do to UpViral, and it's an advanced kind of concept. What I would recommend that you do, Jeffrey, is just use UpViral the way it is right now. Do the landing page and the sharing page, and on the sharing page, send them to the link to purchase. And that way, what you're getting is somebody to buy, but they're also in the challenge, and they're going to be incentivized, and you'll have to just manually track to see if they purchased. And again, I could go long-winded on that particular topic because I think it's awesome. Equi, can we retarget leads gained from UpViral in Connectio? Yes. Any leads that you gain in UpViral, you could use as a custom audience in Facebook ads. Now, I'm not a Facebook ads guy, but I do know that you can create a custom audience with a list of people. Now, whether or not they used their Facebook email address, the email address they used to sign up to Facebook, you may or may not be able to get 100% of the people, but you could do that. All right. How do I reach the customers without Facebook ads? Jacob, great question. It's another long-winded answer, which I can't go into all of the options. But even in the thing that I showed you, if you have an existing list, seed from your existing list, social media, all of your social media, you can use as seed audience. You can pay for traffic from Google. You could work with other bloggers or other people in your niche and borrow their list and bring people in. You could go to contest sites and have your campaign listed there, which is a 9-hour conversation because some people will say, well, contest sites will be people that will never buy from you. And I contend that that's not true. So there, I mean, here's a book. If you guys haven't seen it. Now, I have not gotten through this, but Russell Brunson has this book about traffic secrets. This is a very common topic. You can generate all kinds of traffic, which isn't, it's not really just an UpViral thing. You want to be able to generate traffic from all kinds of different places. And so research that. Wilco also has a list of, I think, 70 different sites that you could post your campaign to. And I believe that's in the Learning Center in UpViral, depending upon, I haven't looked for it recently, but I'm pretty sure that's in the Learning Center. All right, Steve asks a very common question as well. Are clicks to share on Facebook still not able to be proven? Someone clicks the link but doesn't actually share. So here's the issue, Stephen, and I know that many people blame UpViral for this one. This is a Facebook problem. This is a Twitter problem. This is all the other social media problem. So what Stephen's talking about is that people can go into the share page and click the Facebook link, and in the background, UpViral will give them points for doing the social sharing, even if they don't actually post to Facebook. The problem is on the Facebook side. Facebook does not provide an API or an automated program interface. The software doesn't provide the feedback to UpViral that says whether they did or didn't do it. So UpViral just kind of makes the assumption. And this is true for every tool on the planet that does viral sharing. It's Facebook's issue. It's not UpViral's issue. It's not anybody else's issue. It's Facebook. It is not providing that two-way communication with UpViral to say, yes, they did it or no, they didn't. So as much as I know everybody wants to blame UpViral for just giving the points, it's not UpViral's fault. No offense. Rachel asks, and Steve, if you have any more questions, happy to answer more. Rachel, can I create a campaign for an affiliate marketing or other campaign for a holistic recipe book? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mentioned before, you can have an offer that says, because let's say you're in holistic health, right? Maybe you don't have a book, but you know that Joanne over here has a book that would be very applicable to your audience. I almost said custom audience, like a Facebook audience. Absolutely, you can give away. I've forgotten Joanne's book. I said Joanne, didn't I? You can come up with any prize that you want. It does not have to be your product. Okay. Steve says, thank you. I knew it wasn't UpViral. Good. No, it has not been fixed, but that's a Facebook issue. If this is not related to Facebook, how can I get customers from Instagram? Post on Instagram and send them to your UpViral page. Ding! There you go. Any social media on the front end, Twitter, Pinterest, all of these places can bring traffic to your campaign. Instagram can be a source of traffic to your campaign. Create a post on your Instagram feed. Put your campaign link in your profile, because Instagram won't let you put it on the post itself. Send people to your campaign all day long. Somebody asked about how do you build traffic without Facebook ads? I'll give you another example. A friend of mine, Chris, was in adult coloring books, the books, paint by numbers kind of things. He found a group in Facebook with something like 120,000 people or something in it, of people who like to use these coloring books. He spent 6 months nurturing those people. It was not his group, but he went in there and he started answering questions. He became known to the group as somebody who's an expert. He asked the group owner, hey, is it okay if I post my contest in here as a $300 offer specifically for these people? It's markers and coloring books. The group administrator says, yeah, that's great. He gained over 100,000 leads with no cost to him other than the $300 prize, simply by spending time nurturing himself into the group. Those people already knew, liked, and trusted him before he ran the campaign. He grew his list to over 100,000 in 6 months. Does this take time? Yes, this is not an overnight sensation. Marion, can LinkedIn also be a source of traffic? Of course it can. Even if you don't have the example for the rewards program. Anything can be a source of traffic. A blog can be a source of traffic. All you have to be able to do is put your link there. I think my face is getting red. I'm hot. It gets warm in this room for some reason lately. Side note. Yes, there is a recording. And let's see, what other questions? I answered that one. So, and Marion, if I'm not clear about LinkedIn, ask it a different way. I don't really understand the rewards part of that question. Does the viral challenge offer individual help with figuring out rewards and prizes? Individual help? No. It is not designed as an individual help thing except for the Q&A. But you have a whole group of people that you could say, hey, look, I'm in holistic health. I'm trying to figure out what a great prize is. But there's also, like I mentioned, the entire first week is about figuring out what your best offer is. It's not an individual, somebody's going to help you, but you can ask in the group, hey, y'all, I'm thinking about offering this prize. I know you're not necessarily my target audience, but what do you think? What other ideas do you have? Absolutely, you can ask those kind of questions in the viral challenge. Carol says, as a luxury brand, how do you offer incentives without sounding cheap? No offense, Carol, but that's your problem. No. It depends upon your audience. You've got to know your audience. And if you offer an incentive that feels cheap, then they're going to think it's cheap. But that's also why I said earlier to spend time working on your avatar, to think about what your perfect customer would want. Make that massive list that I talked about. And I know you guys think that's boring and stupid. I know. I've been there. But I can tell you the clients that I have made do that, the light bulbs start going off. Because all they have been doing is thinking about, oh, well, I'm in holistic health and I'm a coach. And so I'm going to offer my coaching time because that's what everybody wants. Okay? So feel me here, right? You're a holistic coach. I'm going to offer the perfect prize is my time. Guess what? Nobody's going to sign up for your contest. Zero. Okay, your mother might. The reason for that is that nobody knows you. They don't know what your offer is. They don't understand it. And the key to that is that what they have is a problem, right? They have a problem with their health. They don't want coaching. The vast majority of people don't want coaching. What they want is a solution to their problem. The UpViral campaign is traditional marketing on the lead page. You have to present your offer to people and get them to understand what your offer is and why they need it. I often use the example of an iPhone, which is a horrible, horrible example, or let's say $100 Amazon gift card. I'll go back. I'll give you another example, a real life example. My friend Heike came to me and she says, look, I want to run a contest and I'm going to give away a $200 Amazon gift card. So I said, great. What niche are you in? She says, well, I serve horse owners with my website. I said, okay, why are you wanting to offer a $200 Amazon gift card? She says, well, everybody I know that's a horse owner shops on Amazon. I said, Heike, does your husband? Oh, no, let me rephrase that. Does your mother? Is she a horse person? No. I said, does she shop on Amazon? Well, yeah, she does. It's the wrong offer. Absolutely the wrong offer. Because what you're going to get is everybody who loves to shop on Amazon. What did we do? What we did was we crafted an offer that was the same $200 offer, but it was for your local tack and feed shop. Now, horse owners understand what that is. That's a place where I go as a horse owner to buy my supplies for my horse. Same kind of offer, right? $200, basically cash. But what they had to do was to give up the name of their local tack and feed shop. If I came to that campaign and it said $200 Amazon gift card, I'd sign up. If it says, hey, we're giving away a $200 gift card for your local tack and feed shop, and it asks me for the name of a local tack and feed shop, guess what? I'm out. I'm leaving. I am not going to waste time putting my name in there because I'm going to get spammed with, I'm sorry, let me back up. I'm going to get a whole bunch of emails about horses. I feel like it's going to be spam to me because it's not something I'm interested in. Present an offer to your people that is what they really want, not something that you think is going to be really valuable to them. If you're providing Thobel, that's an interesting name, if I'm saying it right. If you're providing a service, group coaching, for example, what offers? Please give an example. My friend Ken was a procrastination coach. He tried without my help, without coming to me first. He tried offering, hey, get 2 hours of coaching with Ken. Nobody signed up. What he ended up doing was creating a campaign where he gave away tools. I don't know if you know what a Pomodoro timer is, but it's a 15-minute or 30-minute timer, whatever. He gave away a Pomodoro timer. He gave away a VA thing, and he gave away several things that were not something that he physically offered. But he knew that there were solutions to the problem that he has, that his clients have. Think about something that will be related to your niche. It does not have to be your coaching. UpViral can use for remarketing. I'm not really sure if you're talking about retargeting with Facebook. You can use your Facebook pixel and you can retarget people later, but I'm not sure what you mean by remarketing. You said, is it possible for retargeting? Again, if you're talking about Facebook, yes, you can put, Megan, do I offer anything? Well, that's a whole nother topic. You can look me up. I am not going to try to promote myself here. This is an UpViral show. How can an unofficial work Instagram page or charity benefit from UpViral? Abu request. Anything that you can offer that has to do with the charity or your work. Absolutely. Again, don't think of this is more than just a big prize offer idea. Remember, we talked about lead magnets. I have several campaigns where I have in my store lead magnets that I am giving away, that I'm using UpViral, and I incentivize people with a bonus offer on the back end if they bring me referrals. Absolutely, you can do just a lead magnet and you incentivize people with UpViral. You can do a webinar. You can do a product launch. There's all kinds of ways you can use UpViral. It does not have to be just a contest. Mark showed you his reward program that he's setting up. Please don't think of it as just a contest tool. Could you use it as a contest tool? Heck yes. It's one of the best on the market. And yes, I am incentivized to be on this show, but I started using UpViral the day it was offered, and I have not changed to other tools since. Megan, what are lead magnets? A lead magnet is like an ebook. Hey, sign up for my coaching program and I'll give you the top 10 ways to stop procrastinating. Okay, it can be an ebook, it could be a hour training or a half-hour training, anything that you can think of that would get people interested in what you're doing, a PDF, a discount in your store, although some people don't necessarily use that as a lead magnet, all kinds of different things. I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting questions. Is it possible? Yes, we did that one. Alejandro, in terms of the legal side of giving away some service, is there anything to consider? Absolutely. Legal is important. Didn't cover any of that in here, and I don't intend to cover it anywhere else. Let me rephrase that. The viral challenge, I don't believe, goes into the legal aspects because every country, every locale, every state, every region potentially has different restrictions, different rules you have to follow. And it's really, really difficult to try to cover everything in a Q&A or in a training program. So I apologize, I can't give you, should we add terms and conditions? Absolutely, and UpViral gives you a spot to do that. Absolutely, you should do terms and conditions. In fact, in the Viral Challenge, there is a template that you get for doing terms and conditions. It is, again, you would have to structure it for your particular region. I answered that one. Regarding, I meant the example that you shared earlier where social media are listed, but I suppose you can anything that works for you. Yes, Mark only listed a couple of things, but you can use any of the social media that applies to your target market. Absolutely. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got all the questions because I don't see any new ones. Affiliate marketing, yes, we talked about that. Oh, somebody asked about I do. Would this work for gaining lots of followers for Instagram or TikTok or YouTube? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can use it for any of those things. What I am doing in my business, and yes, I am very focused on contests and giveaways, is I'm replacing all my other tools that are like ClickFunnels and all those other things. I'm just using UpViral. I am getting people to come into my world either with a contest or a lead magnet or a rewards program, or I'm going to do webinars. All of those things I'm going to do with UpViral. I am not, I know Mark likes to use ClickFunnels, but I'm not doing that. I can just use UpViral. I answered that question. So Jeffrey's, we talked about his question. We talked about that one. I'm scrolling down to make sure I haven't missed anything. Alejandro asked, sorry, can you clarify a bit more how I can get customers through one person sign up? I'm a Spanish teacher and I can offer free lesson ebooks. Yes, all of those things you can offer. So what you do is, let's say, for example, let's say you have a $500 course. I don't know what your course offerings are, but let's say you have a $500 course to teach complete Spanish to lazy Americans. I don't know. And that's your, let's say you're going to create a contest or a sweepstakes or a giveaway, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to offer that as the main prize. In UpViral, you would create some incentives that says, look, if you get 100 points, then I will give you this ebook. If you get 200 points, here's a $50 or 50% discount, right? Some discount offer. If you get 300 points, I'm going to give you the whole thing for free or something, right? So you can stack incentives to get people to sign up for your offer to win the big prize. You can add incentives. You can do it as a reward. I mean, there are, and sometimes people say, well, there's too many options. UpViral gives me too many options. I'm confused. And I apologize that it is a very powerful, very flexible program, which is why I showed you the 2-page process and we add on to it from there, right? And go back to my last statement in the presentation part where I said, look, start simple. Create a lead magnet. Alejandro, you have ebooks, right? Start simply. Quit thinking about all the major options. Do a landing page that says, look, I'm going to give you this free ebook that's the 10 fastest ways to learn Spanish, whatever kind of quick thing you can come up with. Sign up now. Give them the lead form. When they get to the second page, Say, look, thanks for joining. Here's your ebook. If you share on social media, then I'll give you a 20% discount to my big program, blah, 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 blah. So it's a simple lead magnet with an incentive, and people will sign up for that. That will create a campaign. You'll get used to the process. You'll build it once. It can run for forever. You can send people there. And then the next time you could run the giveaway for your big product. But once you've got the process down, you can do all kinds of things. You'll start, the light bulbs will start going off like crazy. That's why I said, start small and repeat. Do the process multiple times. I think I've answered all the questions from way down earlier. Oh, Abu said, I'm looking at starting a blog with affiliate links. Yeah, we did that already. I'm sorry. You asked it multiple times. I know somebody asked about multi-level marketing. Absolutely, you can do that too. Oh, here it is, Raj. How would you use UpViral to promote a multi-level marketing opportunity? Hopefully I've answered that one already. Find one of the pieces of the product. If it's a product, say it's CBD oil or CBD, whichever way it is. Maybe it's $100 prize. Give that away. Build your list. Send emails to those people about new offers as they come along. Nurture them, sell to them later. All of that stuff we talked about early in terms of the way the process works. Megan, will this work with our current sales funnel? Absolutely. Yes, you can combine the two. How can we use UpViral, Jacob asks, in a more effective Instagram pages? The problem with Instagram is that you can only have one real link in your bio, right? The bio link. Now you can use different tools to send people to a page that has multiple links on it. But you can certainly, I'm just seeing that Megan sent me a private message with a whole bunch of numbers in, and she says, that's the baby, got the keyboard. So yes, but inside Instagram, you could get people to know, like, and trust you, build your business. Absolutely. It's kind of really hard to go into all of the details about that we've already gone an extra 30 minutes. But hopefully you're getting some flavor here. Think of it again. If you don't T-ball, I probably should have a picture of T-ball. It's just simply a stick with a baseball on the end. And little kids walk up to it and try to hit it. I can't tell you how funny it is, because the first time kids try to do that, they hit the stick and the baseball falls on the ground. Or they swing over the top of the baseball, or they hit the baseball 5 feet, right? It's a learning process. You don't just walk up to the tee and you hit a smacker of a home run. It just doesn't happen. You do it multiple times. You start small. Those people that are doing T-ball, the little kids, can turn into major league professional baseball players, but it takes years. This is the same thing. You are marketing your business, and you are going to start small, and you're going to add to it, and you're going to grow. Please don't think you're going to get the 500,000 leads on day one. Just take that out of your head. The two examples I gave earlier, the 100,000 leads that David got in the Bunkie campaign this year, this was his 3rd year. He's been working on it for 3 years. Didn't happen on day 1. The one that I showed you about Gabe Schillinger, this was year 4 in his campaign, where he got 40,000 leads and $200,000 in sales. It was his 4th year. Please, please, please do not think you're going to hit a home run on day 1. I am urging you to take that out of your head. Build a campaign, start small, do a little thing. I know you're excited. You want to grow 10,000 leads right off the bat. Please, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen if you go in with that assumption is you're going to say, I'm going to build a campaign, it's going to go viral, and it doesn't happen, and you get disappointed, and you go on to the next shiny object. And you say, UpViral doesn't work. I can tell you, I've got 257,000 leads for my clients in the last 4 years. It does work. It works all day long, every day. I did not get 257,000 leads my first try. Okay, I'm not seeing any new questions. If you have any more questions, there's still 24 of you here. Thank you for being here. If you have questions, please make sure to ask them quickly, because otherwise I'm going to say, oh, we got all the questions answered. Hopefully you understand I'm not ranting at you. I'm not saying you're bad people if you think that UpViral is going to just solve your everyday problem right off the bat and you're going to go viral. I run all kinds of campaigns that don't go viral. But I'm building my list each and every day. Work on your list each and every day. Run a campaign. Do your lead magnets. Try again. Send traffic to it. Alejandro says, thanks for all your answers, Mitch. It's a lot of information, but it's very useful. Yes, it is a lot of information, which is why I said earlier on, people get confused. And I'm sorry if you've gotten the impression, whether it's marketing or anything else, that your very first campaign is going to just go viral. It's like everything else. I mean, think about if you've run Facebook ads. Your first Facebook ad probably cost you a lot of money, and you probably didn't get many results. And you learned how to do Facebook ads, and maybe you took a Facebook ads course. This is not a one and done process. You are marketing your business 80% of your time. If you listen to some of the marketing experts or the business experts, 80% of your time is supposed to be spent on marketing. What is the difference between UpViral and me programming the 2 steps myself? Tino asks. Great question. If you're a great programmer, you can build your own UpViral. You're not going to do it on day one. There are other tools that have tried to emulate what UpViral's doing. There are some really great tools out there. They have been building those tools for years. UpViral is in its 5th year now. They've just redone the entire back end to bring it up to modern tech, because Wilco is highly interested in building this into a whole nother level of tool. With UpViral, you can do custom domains, which is a whole nother topic. You can do one-click signups. You can do, I can't tell you how many of the other tools will let you do a giveaway, but they won't let you do an incentive. You could do a lead magnet thing, but in a campaign, but you can't do rewards. They are very segmented and very inefficient. UpViral is an awesome tool to let you do multiple things. And if you think, no offense, Tino, the reason I say this is I was a developer for 32 years for Boeing. I know how hard it is to develop software. Yes, you can create an opt-in page and you can create a page with sharing buttons. But guess what? You don't have the capability. You could probably program it. Let me rephrase that. You can program it to do the random draw selection that UpViral does. But it's going to take you a month or a week or something. Some people think that UpViral costs a lot of money. You can get the basic for, I think it's $49 or $59 a month. If you can get 50 leads a month, UpViral pays for itself. All you need is 50 leads, and maybe it takes you 2 months. But guess what? It's paying for itself because it's $1 per lead per month that you're generating on the back end in terms of revenue. Some people, I've talked to so many people, and they're like, UpViral's so expensive. If you can generate leads and you can sell to them, UpViral is one of the cheapest tools on the planet. If you generate 100 leads and it costs you $59 a month, you paid for it. Generate another 100 leads next month. You've doubled your revenue compared to what you're paying for UpViral. Is this not sinking in? Have I not sold you enough on the dollar per lead per month? Is it just magic? No. You got to work on it, just like you got to work your business. But you can do it. And UpViral is one of the cheapest, let me rephrase that, least expensive lead gen tools on the market, and it does so much for you. You just have to take time to learn it. Start small, build a campaign, build another campaign, build a third campaign, go through the viral challenge if you think it's appropriate for you. It's a great tool. I've generated 257,000 leads documented, plus probably another 150,000 on the back end. I have students coming to me all day long. Love what we're doing, learning how to do it the right way. Clients knocking on the door. It's a great tool. Anybody have any other questions? Abu, any specific advice for a kid's clothing startup? Getting parents queuing up for goods even without products. Golly, guess what, Abu? There are case studies. There's 2 of them that I can think of. Both of them my clients, by the way. One of them is in their Rachel Olin. I don't remember what hers is called. It has to do with kids' toys. There's another one from Dave. What's Dave's? Dave's, I can't come up with Dave's last name. It starts with an S. Children's books. We did both of those campaigns. And don't forget to look at the case study that Wilco does about the, sorry, I'm getting tired. The one about how he started UpViral by doing a waiting list. That's what you want to look at, the waiting list one. There's 3 case studies for you right there to go study in the case study section. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. If you have a question, let me know. I mentioned the case studies. There's a lot of gold in those case studies. I have people coming to me all the time. I want to do it like this case study or that case study. Okay, we'll do it that way. There are gobs and gobs of ways of using UpViral. It can be your only tool if you want it to be. You were gonna probably have an autoresponder on the back end. So you could live your life with 2 tools and maybe 3 if you have a store, you want Shopify or something to sell people something. Glenn says, thank you. This is so helpful. You're welcome. Abu says, thanks, Mitch. You're welcome. Megan says, where are the case studies again? Have I not said it often enough? If you go into UpViral, I'm going to share my screen. Come back here, do screen share. If you go into UpViral, let me move that out of the way. If you go to UpViral, if you go, and so you're on the dashboard, right? You see, here's my 257,000 leads currently. This is how many referred leads I've brought in, bragging. If you go to the Learning Center, which is right here at the top, click on the Learning Center, and you'll notice that some of these are lead magnets that I'm working on. Go to the Learning Center. Inside the Learning Center, right here, is the case studies. There's also the quick start training that you can get. It's part of UpViral. You don't have to pay any extra to get in there. And then there's the link to the Copilot show. Now, I have not actually clicked this. So this takes you to the archives. So you can see the archives. Let's see if there's titles. The ones, so this is this past Tuesday's show. And that's a replay. I'm assuming that there's a sign-up link, but I gave you the sign-up link. So this is just a replay, but I gave you the sign-up link in the comments earlier. But also, if I open, can I open? Yes. If I just go to UpViral.com, on the main page, you can go right here on the header is case studies. You can go into the case studies this way if you want to. And look, I know you're going to see lots of really big numbers here. Focus on the little ones if you want my advice. Now, they're big ones, right? David in the bunkie is here. I'm here. The big numbers are impressive, but focus on some of the smaller ones. There is plenty to learn here. Amber asks, I'm sorry, I was reading what Steve says. Split the webinar into 2 parts. It's much better without you guys talking over each other. Frankly, thank you for that. Actually, like I said earlier, this was the first one, and Mark is not going to be on the others. It's just going to be me. So I don't know whether you guys get an invite back to these for the next ones, but I appreciate the input, but it will just be me. And Yuri says, thank you for your enthusiasm and your passion. I am very enthusiastic because, frankly, this is what floats my boat. I want to see all of y'all have success. It's not about me selling UpViral because I don't get anything out of selling that UpViral to you guys. I get success out of you guys having success. It sounds kind of weird, but that's where I get my excitement, from seeing you guys have great results. Amber, I'm sorry, I'm finally getting back to your question. Have the landing pages inside UpViral been improved? Yes and no. Let me just say, because I don't know everything that UpViral is working on, but I do know Wilco has said they are building a better editor for the landing pages. I think the landing pages work. They work really well, but you also have to know what you can and can't do. If it's okay with you guys, let me show, not there, let me come over here. Let me show you an example. I was going to show you something. All right, I'll just go to here. Here is, I'm sorry, let me open an incognito window. And here is a campaign I did for a client. And this is a demonstration. But this is a simple campaign with an UpViral template, Amir. UpViral template right out of the box. I put a video at the top. This is a demo contest, so I don't want people entering this and thinking that they can win a Safari. But I described the campaign, why somebody wants it, right? I talked about pain points and like with the coaching earlier. Delighted to give you a chance for an unforgettable Safari for 2, blah, blah, blah. Had a countdown timer I added. This is a demo contest, so here's the form. But notice down here at the bottom, I explained about who the sponsors were. Pictures of people on Safari. Look, sitting here taking photos of this elephant. Out here in this lake with the tree, dead trees, blah, blah, blah. Lions drinking from a pond. Imagine sitting here having dinner with this pond where the animals are coming up at the end of the day for their last drink of the day. Having dinner right here. Wouldn't that be freaking cool? God, I want to be there. This is the kind of thing when I'm talking about making the offer irresistible. You can do this with UpViral. This is a standard UpViral page. I didn't do anything fancy other than put some images and some text. This is like a long form sales page. You can do that with UpViral. If you just simply look at the templates, I know you guys, somebody's going to say, well, show me a template, right? I know I'm going, well, I get so excited about this stuff, I just keep going. Let me pretend, well, I need to have a different campaign that I could just play with. I'll just do this one. I'm going to go into UpViral. We'll go really quickly into the design templates. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's a split test. And this is the template that I used for the Safari. So I'm going to select that. And this is what you get in the default template, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over here to the side. And I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put it over here. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do save. It'll be a little easier to see. Okay, UpViral, come on. Come on, you can do it. Setup is not available on a small screen. All right, come on. There we go. All right, so what I just did was I created this, and I'm going to just click on preview. So this is what the default template looks like. Let's make it a hair bigger. I used this template to build this campaign. All I did was add some text and some pictures. These pictures came in right down here at the bottom of this. You can edit this and add stuff, right? All of this stuff is in this template. People say, well, the UpViral templates are too basic. I can't do anything. We had 7,800 people or 7,900 people sign up for this contest. It isn't about the pretty page that it has to be like ClickFunnels and be this fancy thing. It's just a simple template. It's about the offer. It's about the offer. You can do all kinds of stuff to these templates, and you can build a great campaign inside the very simple, I shouldn't say simple, inside the UpViral basic templates. Amir asks, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, A-M-E-R, Amir, I apologize. It is great to listen to you, Mitch. Can I get rid of the UpViral favicon on UpViral landing pages? Yes. That is a new feature. If you go over to, let's see, I'm going to go over here. Let me get this full screen. Let me go back to here. If you go, if I go to the dashboard, I'll go this way. I said your name right? Great. Thank you. If I go to settings, there's a thing called custom domain, which is, and I say this all the time about UpViral. If you look at UpViral pricing, right? I'm going to go to up.pricing because I have that shared shortcut. $39 a month. If you do yearly, monthly, it's $49 a month. In the simplest, the starter product, you can do one custom domain at a time. You can run one campaign. The other tools that have similar features charge you $149 a month for that custom domain. You get one inside of UpViral for $49 a month on the starter plan. Nobody else offers that at this price. Inside, who am I answering this for? Amir. Inside the custom domains, they have added, and I have all of these custom domains. If you want to see some of what I'm doing, you could grab that URL. I'm not going to promote it. But there is now a favicon. So you can add a favicon or favicon, depending upon which way you say it, in your UpViral custom domains. And I highly advise you to use a custom domain if you're running a campaign. What is that doing if you're still here listening to me babble on about this? Instead of like this one, right? So I created a subdomain called Killer Custom Actions for my domain. So this URL is what people see when they see my campaign. They don't see the link that says upvir.al/999. blah, blah, blah. you get to use your branding on your campaigns with custom domains. And again, you get one of those on the basic plan. If you are on the business plan, you get 3. If you're on the premium plan, you get 10. So, and you can have, well, I don't know. I'm on a different pricing plan than all y'all are if you're just starting out. So I don't know. I have, as you can see, I have gobs of custom domains. I'm not currently limited like the pricing shows because I bought back on day one. I have unlimited stuff. So that's why you're seeing more. I'm currently showing 13, right? Custom domains are awesome. You just have to set it up and run it. And that way you're not stuck with the UpViral links. Let me just show you, by the way, if I go back to, not that one, if I go back to the dashboard, and in case you don't know what I'm talking about, if I go into the setup and I go to the advanced settings, the referral tracking domain, this is what I'm talking about. Typically what you will see is UpViral.al, this one. Or you could select this socially.io. Those are your 2 default ones. But when you start doing custom domains, then you would do like enter.binrogiveaway.com. That was an old campaign I did for a client. Or enter.giveawayrocket.com. win.demosafari. So you can put whatever you want to as that subdomain to send people. But this ends up with your branding. Let me show you where that appears. Like in your branding, right now, their default shows you the UpViral. And I've asked them to change this, but they haven't done it yet. If you have your own domain, when you share this on Facebook, so this is what you're sharing on Facebook, your domain would show up here. So the people would be seeing your domain and not UpViral's domain. And I think that's critical for branding and trust and everything else. Amir asks, could you please also teach us how the outbound emails can be branded? Well, the simple one is if you go to email notifications, I don't want to take you over too far, but when you are selecting your outbound emails, Steve says, I like to use secure as a subdomain just to give a little sense of legitimacy. Yeah, that's cool. The other thing that I didn't mention is that when you get a custom domain with UpViral, do I still have one of those open? No, I don't know. I get too many windows open. If I go to here and I go to settings and I go to custom domains, each one of these, UpViral gives you an SSL an SSL certificate for free or as part of your UpViral. So you can have your campaign be secure and not pay any extra. And I don't know if that's even listed on the pricing. I don't know. I don't need to look. But I'm telling you, you get SSL. There it is. Free SSL. Right here on the list. Most other tools charge you extra for SSL. Did I answer? Oh, I did not finish answering the question. So what I would suggest in Amir is to select template number 3. Well, it says template 2. If you click on this eyeball, if you really want your branding, this template for your outgoing emails will use your business name from your UpViral settings. And I'm pointing up here because that's where it would be. You can have a picture and your business name go out on the emails if you want. If you pick the second one it has your address in the unsubscribe text, but it doesn't show your business name. And then the default one doesn't have anything. It does have your address. So you can use that to help you brand your outgoing emails if you want. Or as you create your campaign emails, then you can put whatever branding you want to. You can even use their HTML editor and put stuff in with this edit icon here. So you can do all kinds of stuff in your outgoing emails if you want to. All right. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds because we're already at 2 hours. And I have another place I really need to go. So I'm unfortunately going to cut you off. I'd love to answer questions. Obviously, if you connect with me, you can ask me questions later. Let me know what you need and help, and I will gladly see what I can do for you. And I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in and watching today. We've gone all the way down to 15, so I'm assuming people are dropping off because I'm babbling too much. If you have any questions, don't forget there's the UpViral group. There is the Copilot show on Tuesdays. There are all kinds of things that you can get help all over the place. Glenn says, thank you, fantastic. Amir says, I really found your feedback very useful indeed. Yuri says, many thanks, you're welcome. Abu says, Mitch, you've been amazing. I like hearing that. Thank you so much. And keep in touch. Join the UpViral group, and you can always get to me there if you have questions. Take care. We'll see you soon.